How's it going, guys and gals? Sorry it's been a while. I've been busy. Believe it or not, I haven't worked on a truck a lot. It's been stuff that's either hard to film, uninteresting to film, or I've just been kind of caught up on working on it and didn't film. Which none of them are good excuses. Just being honest, I guess. Anyhow. Hope everybody's okay. Everybody's doing pretty good. Let's see. Last time I made a video was test driving it, wasn't it? Okay. Well, that went well. It went really great. Had a small vibration, but nothing worth getting excited about. I drove it to Salem to get gas in it, which for me is about 15 miles. So, it's not far. Drove it down there and back. Like I said, small vibration, nothing to get excited about. So, in true shakedown fashion, I load up my truck and go to see a friend of mine in Fulton, Kentucky, so we can go to a cruise in Martin, Tennessee. It's about 100 miles one way for me, a little over. We also go see another friend of mine in Latham, Tennessee, and we rolled out. I hit the interstate, the old truck set her on about 70 and just cruising. Arm out the window, all throwed up there, boy, just kick back and loving life. It'd been way too long since I got to drive this over here. Me and Simo was cruising, and by the time we get Mayfield or so it done got a good 50 miles on it. Start noticing it's got a little more vibration. Nothing bad. Nothing I can't deal with. Go on down there. We get to Martin, everything's still pretty good. Leaving Martin, it picks up a little more vibration. It just keeps getting to be a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. What in the world is going on with this thing? I forgot to mention, I had changed out the carrier bearing to fix a little bit of the vibration to start with. Leave Martin, go to Latham to my buddy's shop, which you'll get to see later this week whenever we drop off old Simo down there for some body work. Carl's Auto Works, check them out. Anyhow, we get to Carl's, everything's pretty kosher, and it's vibrating, but it's not horrible. My assumption is either the carrier bearing I just bought is bad, I got a U-joint going bad, something. Well, as we're leaving Carl's, I notice a growl. And I'm like, oh God, no. See, a growl is what led to all of what happened so far. The rear end in the truck went out. I don't know. We'll get to that in a minute. I drive the truck on home. Like I said, it's about 100 miles one way. I get back to the house at 2 in the morning, and this thing is growling so loud, I'm pretty sure I woke up all the neighbors. I mean, it is screaming as I pull in the driveway. And I'm like, dear God, no, please tell me I didn't just put a bad rear end in this truck. It is what it is. I bought a used rear end. So, at the end of the day, I wasn't sure if it was good or not. Let's just be honest. It was supposed to have been a good driving truck, but you never know, right? Right. So, I pull it in the shop and get it all up on jack stands again. Notice that again thing. Anyhow, get it back on jack stands again. And as soon as I look in there, I see part of the problem. The rubber around the carrier bearing has just disintegrated. And this thing's got 200 miles on it, and it's already fell apart. I'm like, what the shit? Well, as we're taking out that carrier bearing, we also notice a U-joint that isn't completely gone, but it's far enough it may be part of the trawl too. So we're here. We might as well fix all the culprits in one big shot, right? Swap out the U-joints, get it fixed, no worries. End up having to wait another day to get the carrier bearing, and that brings us to today. Go get the new carrier bearing this morning. That was a fiasco. And get it put in. At this point, I've got pretty good at carrier bearings. I'm not going to lie to you. About 15 minutes, I can have them swapped out. Not sure if that's good or bad. But, so I get it swapped out. No worries again. Everything's pretty kosher. Take it for a test drive. This thing rides like glass. Everything's perfect. You know what I mean? Can't ask for no. There's not a 2020 on the road that drove any better than this thing did in the first test drive. First test drive, I a little smarter this time. I drove it for about 10 miles, brought it back to the house. I was excited. Called my old lady, called a friend of mine, told both. Girlfriend's like, hey, I'm proud of you. I'm like, hell yeah. Called my buddy, and he's like, dude, all right, well, we don't have to mess with that. Me too. Pretty excited. Everybody's excited. We're all excited. Well, I'm going to go visit my parents that live 2 miles down the road. Of course, I'm driving this thing. Right? Wrong. Well, I did drive it. From my house to the first stop sign is about 200 yards. That's not that far, about 100 yards. We'll go that. I pulled out of my driveway. By the time I got to the stop sign, it was shaking so hard I could barely keep on the road. What the hell? What has happened? Well, I get down to Mom and Dad's. Like I said, it's only a couple miles, so it's no big deal. Pull in, I'm like, hey, Pops, I need you to take a ride with me and see if you can hear what I'm hearing and feel the shaking. Okay. Well, we ended up eating dinner first, and he had a few little things he had to do, so I helped him with that, helped my mom. Well, we jump in the truck, finally take off. We drive to the end of their road, and this thing's like butter. Smooth as silk. What the hell? So, we hit the main road, and I get her up to speed. I'm gagging on it, you know. Still pretty slick. Well, I get her set about ride height, because I've been riding kind of high. Let off, and as soon as I let off, this thing sounds like it's about to come apart. Hey, Pop, there it is. He said, well, that ain't good, is it? I said, nope. He said, but it don't sound like rear end. That's what's coming from behind me. That's the only thing I can tell, because I'm about 3/4 tone deaf. Too many years of being an engineer on towboats and stuff, so I'm not 100% sure where it's coming from. He said, well, stop up here to church, and I'll get in the bed, and I'll watch, because, I got a big hole in the bed. I'm like, are you sure? He said, yeah, I'll be good. Put him in the bed, we take off. I get going down the road, of course, I've got it growling pretty good every time I let off. I look back, and that fool's got his hand on the differential. I'm like, whoa! It is what it is. He wouldn't listen. We get back to his house, and he says, hey, it's not the rear end. I said, bullshit. He said, oh no, it's not rear end. I promise you, Kenny, it's not rear end. I said, what is it? He said, I'm watching a carrier bearing. You've got this going on. There's no way it should be working. I said, yeah, it's not that bad. He's never messed with anything bagged before, so he's kind of, it's not that bad. Look under there, and it probably was worse than it should be. He said, plus that carrier bearing, I'm going to watch it walking. Round and round and round. This boy's some junk-ass carrier bearings. So when I leave his house, the plan is to go get a new carrier bearing tomorrow from Napa instead of dealing with the box store stuff I had been getting. And I get to home, and just for shits and giggles, I make a post on Facebook. And I should say at this point, my dad suggested raising the carrier bearing. And I was like, you can't do that. That sounds unsafe ASF. I'm Remember, I'm the one that said, no, that's stupid. Okay? It's important. Well, I make a post on Facebook saying that, hey, this damn thing's still broke. Has anybody had 2 carrier bearings go bad in a week? Or have I just screwed the pooch on this thing? And, of course, everybody's got a bunch of ideas, and most of them are pretty good ideas. I'm like, wow, I need to check that, I need to check that, I need to check. Well, I've done check that. You know, you go down the list. And last up is a fellow named Matthew Scott, I believe was his name. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. He said, hey, have you raised your carrier bearing? I was like, no. Dad had mentioned something about it, but I thought it was a silly idea. And to be honest with you, I was kind of scared to ask it as much as people are hateful anymore. I deal with STMs now. This is new to me. Well, come to find out they make a kit for that. I get to looking and shit. Ain't nothing to it, right? Just a piece of square tube with 2 holes drilled in it, some longer bolts. Well, I'll walk out here to the shop, and I've got some 1x1, not 2x2, but well, if this helps, 2x2 might really help. Because 2x2 is what the kit uses. So I drilled some holes in it real quick, just fucking off more or less. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry for cursing, but just be honest. I put it in there. I take it for a drive. It has a slight vibration between 55 and 57 now, and no noise whatsoever. I have a funny feeling I did a lot of work, but all I needed was to raise a carrier bearing. Don't hear on everything that's been done needed to be done. I don't know if y'all remember back to that old gas tank crossmember. It was in bad shape. Gas tank had to be replaced anyhow, had a hole in it. I think the frame just made it look good. Better. Well, I say good, better. Replacing the starter had to happen. Some other stuff necessarily didn't have to happen, but I wanted to, you know. They just happened faster than I planned on it. What are you gonna do, right? Shit happens. On the upside, the damn thing runs and drives great. Great. Tomorrow I'll get the right stuff, and I'm sure it'll run or drive even better. Pretty happy right now. I can't help be happy, right? Things finally start coming together. Also, I don't know if you can tell it, but I got New Balance. Oh, so what's next? Next up is we have a small cruise in here at home Thursday. I'm planning to take the truck up there just because I can, more or less. And then probably Saturday, Friday or Saturday, one of the two, I don't know. It leaves for Carl's Auto Works down in Latham, Tennessee. Getting rock cab corners swapped out and the back of the cab painted, a few other little touches here and there, and hopefully a big one. Let's see on that though. Money's a little tighter than I'd like for it to be, so gotta see where I'm at on that. I don't know, I'm pretty excited about everything right now. I may not look it, but hell, it's 2 in the morning. It's a nice drive, the best drive I've had in it in a year and a few days. How can you beat that, right? Anybody has a bag vehicle will tell you the feeling of just riding along 1.5 2 inches off pavement, if that. Right first time you drag. I took my 11 and 4-year-old out yesterday and let them see the fireworks behind the truck. We did a little dragging. They were also happy. I let my 11-year-old drive the damn truck. She was excited. Coming together, guys. Whatever y'all are working on, by all means, keep working at it. You'll get there. There's gonna be days you want to throw everything and walk away. Maybe it is a good idea to walk away for a second. Sometimes you gotta breathe a little. Give it a second. Just make sure you come back to it. You'll get there. You'll get there. With that, guys and gals, I know this one's been a long one, just me sitting here talking to you. Not exactly the best thing in the world, but we'll have more videos, I think, coming along soon. If y'all like what you're seeing, or my storytelling, make sure and subscribe and like these videos. There's going to be more, and it won't be too much longer. I'll be starting on Rooster. I got to make some headway on it or let it go. It's at that point. I'd like to get it going, alright? At the end of the day, we'll wait and see, see where it goes. Well, everybody, I hope y'all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Hope everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's project's going along as good or better than mine is. Till next time, everybody take care of yourselves, alright? Oh.